Nakakabahala na ang paulit-ulit na antala sa proseso ng impeachment trial. Buwan na ang binibilang natin. Sobra-sobra na ang paghihintay ng mga Pilipino. Let us all hope this is the last delay. While I support my colleagues in our shared sense of urgency in passing important legislation in the last days of the 19th Congress, including the landmark anti-POGO bill, we cannot postpone our constitutional obligations any longer. Any further delays in commencing the trial against Vice President Duterte would violate the Constitution, which clearly states that the Senate must forthwith proceed with an impeachment trial. Hindi kapag ready na, hindi kapag convenient, kundi shall forthwith proceed. Huwag naman sana yang baliwalain. The Supreme Court has also previously ruled that the Senate is treated as a continuing body when it comes to non-legislative functions, and those include the vital duty to sit as an impeachment court. We owe it to the Filipino people to convene as an impeachment court and begin the proceedings at the soonest possible time. Ano man ang akusasyon laban kay Vice President Duterte, karapatan ng taong bayan na malaman at mahimay ang mga ito sa pamamagitan ng isang transparent na impeachment trial. Dapat harapin na ng Senado ang lahat ng ito sa lalong madaling panahon.
To clarify, I think many misunderstood the word bloodbath, and many didn't want to understand, refused to understand what it meant. We have always said that the impeachment is a political persecution. It is the administration going after me after I resigned from the cabinet. And if it's a persecution, it's some sort of crucifixion against me. Diba? And so when there's a crucifixion, there's blood. So it's a bloodbath, my bloodbath. So I'm just sad that many people refuse to understand the context wherein I give statements. Second question.
Yes, ma'am. What did the public expect during the trial? And on a personal note, how are you preparing yourself emotionally and mentally for what lies ahead?
Okay. From the defense, the people can expect that they will do their utmost, their best in protecting the rights, my rights, as an accused in an impeachment trial, and they will do their utmost as well to answer the allegations, the accusations. They have prepared for this since 2023. And how am I preparing myself mentally and emotionally? Well, emotionally, I don't feel anything at all anymore about the impeachment, because the first time I heard it in November 2023, from the mouth of former Congressman Castro, I was already preparing for it. Physically, I prepare for everything by making sure that I get the 8 hours of sleep and the vitamins that the doctors recommend that I take.
Ma'am, that legal proceedings in the Philippines have been seen and highly politicized. Do you believe a fair trial is still possible in this case?
For the impeachment?
Yes,
of course not. We already saw that they were trying to fish evidence from the budget hearing. As we heard former Congresswoman Kimbo say, let's stick to our plan. So there was already a plan of fishing evidence from that budget hearing. And they failed to get evidence from the budget hearing. They proceeded to investigation in aid of legislation about confidential funds, and yet it was only the Office of the Vice President that was invited to that hearing in aid of legislation, and no other department was invited to speak about confidential funds. And what they did there was harass, threaten our staff from the Office of the Vice President. So you can see the pattern here. And then when they failed to get evidence from that investigation in aid of legislation, Kuno, they proceeded to just file the articles of impeachment, from which we can see that there were 3 articles of impeachment that was filed wherein they did not follow the procedure. And there is a question as well about the verification, because how fast you get signatures of 300 plus congressmen in just a span of a few hours, wherein we question if the members of the House of Representatives who signed read the articles of